Okay, the session is being recorded. Okay, let me share screen. Let me share entire screen. Also share system audio. Okay, share. All right. So we'll be using this data set that I sent you guys. For those that just came in, um, if you can go to under practicals, under quality assurance, you will find a spreadsheet and a lab guide. So we'll be using, in that spreadsheet, I have already put in data values for you and the formulas that you'll need, right? So if you can open that, and so that we can just start with the calculations. Okay, and for this so are you guys familiar with this table? Let me zoom it in. Okay, let me just do this. New editing. Okay. So are you guys familiar with this table? This one? Okay. Okay, then I think everything is gonna be nice and quick. Okay, so in your test, you'll be given data, right? It will be in this form, right? As I have highlighted, right? You will also need to use this data to be able to find these values that are highlighted up there. So you need to use the table to find your A2 value, your D3 value, your D4 value, and N, which is equals to 5. So I'm gonna explain how you find those values using this table, right? So just to talk a bit more about this table, the section we will be using for this table is the chart for averages and the chart for ranges. You will not use the chart for standard deviation. That is, I believe, I stand to be corrected, I believe that's when you're doing your P charts. But since we'll be doing X charts and R charts, we'll be using the chart for averages and the chart for ranges, right? Now, without further ado, let's begin. So, if you can observe, uh, you have 10 samples, right? Now, for each sample, we had 5 observations. So OBS 1, OBS 2, OBS 3, up until OBS 5, right? Now, what this means is that, for example, if it's product A, like sample 1, product A, and we're maybe taking measurements, right? Those 5 observations, it means we took 5 measurements, just to check if the item is within specification or not, right? Now, uh, now, how do you get your first of all, right? N here, you need N, right? When you're doing your calculations. Okay, your N is equals to 5. Let me see. I think you won't really need it. But okay, I'll just need you to show me on your Excel spreadsheet during the test. So your N is equals to 5. How do you get to this 5? It's because of the number of observations. So if the number of observations is 3, N would be equals to 3, right? And so on and so on. Now, oh, okay. So we need it. We need it. So if you can see on the table on your learner guide, right? It says observations in sample and then n. So if the observations are 5 in this case, it means we will use data in that row of n equals to 5. So it means since our n is 5, it means that our A2, how we get A2 is 0.577. As you can see, it aligns with the 5 in the table. So if you can look at like factors control limits, you will always use the values under A2, right? And then you also have to find your D3 and D4. So as I said, you look at the row that is in line with n is equals to 5. So to get D3 and D4, you'll go under the section of chart for ranges. Right? So as we can see along that 5 in that row, our D3 is what? Anyone can tell me that? What is the D3, which is in line with the n is equals to 5? Sorry? Is everybody following? Is everybody understanding what we're doing? Can I get a response, guys? Is anybody understanding what we're doing? Or should I start over? Are you fine? Okay. Let me just start over. So for your test, right? I'll give you, we're doing control charts for those that just came in. So we want to create our X, Y, and R charts, right? So in the test, you'll be given this data set, right? Now, with this data set given, you have to find your A2, your D3, and your D4. But how do you find that? You have to use this table on the learner guide, on your right hand side. This one, this one. So you'll have to find your A2, D3, and D4. Right? Now, how do you find that? You first have to find your N. Your N, you find it by looking at, with this data set, how many observations, right? So in this case, we have 5 observations. Now, what do these observations do? So you have observations and you have your samples. So the quality control team, they were taking 10 samples, 10 different products, let's say from the same conveyor belt, for example. And each of those samples, they were measuring those samples, right? They measured them 5 times. Hence, we have 5 observations, right? Now, since we have 5 observations, it means that your n is equals to 5. Now, this n, you're going to use it to find D3 and D4. Right? Now, you use this table to find your A2, D3, and D4. Now, in the table, right, you will be using the observation in sample and that column, and you'll be using the chart for averages, right? And then you will use the chart for ranges. Those are your only columns you'll be using, right, to find your A2, D3, and D4. Now, you will not use your chart for static deviation. As I said, I think this is like when you are doing your charts, right? But I start to be connected. I will be prepared for X, Y, and R chart. Right? I also need to check this again. So, as I said, if since we have observations, it means n is equals to 5, right? And how how you find your A2, D3, and D4, you will go to where N on this column, where N is equals to 5, right? And go across, right? And check for your A2. So if A2 is 0 point, if you can see under A2 and in line with N is equals to 5, your A2 is 0.577, right? And then your D3, if you can go in line with that, let me just have a highlight. Let me just highlight so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Like I can't highlight over a picture. This is the picture. Let me try another way. Okay, quick. Okay, I'm not finding the function, right? But I'm going to try to do this. I'll try copy, copy and paste from Excel here. Okay, and then let me just open up Excel. Okay, I hope everyone can see. Okay, let me. I'm looking for the draw function so that I can. Okay, it's fine. It's not working. But that's what we can do, right? So on the chart for ranges column, your D3 that is in line with N is equals to 5. I hope you agree that it's equals to 0, right? And then your D4 that it's equals to 2.114. Right? So once you get those values, you just put them into your Excel, just like this, right? And then we will start now calculating the X bar. The X bar basically is the averages, right? X bar it means average, right? So how you'll do that is that you use the average formula, and then we select from observation 1 to observation 5. And then you close the bracket, and then click Enter. Then you get 3.08. Then you will drag down up until 10, and then you get your X bar values. And then coming to your range, R is your range. To calculate that, you will say equals to maximum. We know that the range is equals to the highest value minus the lowest value, right? So you will say equals to max. Then you'll select all your data from observation 1 to observation 5, and then you close, and then minus minimum, open bracket, and then you choose you select again from observation 1 to observation 5, and then you click enter. Then you get 0.6, right? And then you can also drag that down up until sample 10. Then you get those values, right? Now, one thing you must know rest of your life is that if you have like, if you have big observations like this, right, you can see that they are rounded off to two decimal places. Now, what that means is that now when you are doing your calculations, it means they guide you as to how many decimal points should you round off to. It means you should round off to two decimal places as well, right? So now you can see that this one is 0.10, but Excel is stubborn. It just needs you increasing the number of decimal points. So just go to the number section. As you can see, we are hovering. You go to the number section and then increase the number of decimal places. And then now everything is consistent, right? Now, once you are done with calculating your x bar and your range, you will need to calculate your x bar or your x double bar. What is that? That is the average of your averages, right? So you get that by also using the average formula. Then you select all your averages and then you close bracket and then you click enter. Right? And then you do the same for R. Use the average. You select all your values that you calculated previously, and then you click enter. So I would like for you to show it like this, like x bar. Then also, and then this is your R bar. Just to so that I can know which one is which, right? But yeah, it's not really that important, right? Thing is, you have to use these values when you're going to calculate your LCL and your what's this, your UCL, right? Okay, so coming to the UCL, LCL for X bar chart, right? We have the formula there. So your LCL is equals to X bar minus A2 times your R bar. Yeah, so actually it's not R bar this one, guys. It's just R bar. Right? So how you will do that is that you use your equal sign as always, and then equals to X bar, which is 3.08, and then you use absolute referencing. So you click F4, right? You introduce your dollar signs because it's a constant, right? And then you say minus. So for your LCL, it's minus, and then for your UCL, it's plus, right? So it will be X bar minus A2, which we found from our table, which is J1, and then you also do absolute referencing. You just click F4, and you introduce a dollar sign, it's like that. Or you can do it manually. You just put your dollar sign before the letter, the alphabet, and before the number, right? Or just after the alphabet. And then multiply by R bar, which is 0.05. Now, guys, please be careful at this point. Be sure to, since you can see that it's A2 multiplied by R bar, make sure to add your brackets. Because sometimes if you do not add brackets, Excel messes up your information. You get the wrong values, right? And then we'll just click enter. Then what you do is that you simply drag down. Okay, got it there. Let me check my formulas. Oh, okay. I forgot to to reference, you do absolute reference on this one. Right? Then click enter, get 3.05, and if you drag down, you should get the same value up until sample 10, just like that. Excuse me. Okay, so what's this? So your what you call your CL, right? Center line. CL is center line. It's basically equals to your R bar that you found, right? And then you just wait. I'm right here. Okay. Okay, I'll come back to this here. I'm just trying to remember if we copy this. Okay. So, okay, for your X bar, your UCL, your upper control limit is equals to X bar, then you reference, you absolute reference that, and then plus. For your UCL, you use plus, and then brackets, and then ATU, and you also reference, do absolute referencing there, and then you multiply that by your R bar. And then you also do absolute referencing there because it's a constant, right? And then you click enter. Then you drag down up until sample 10. It should be the same page. Right? Okay, so okay, so with your R chart, you have this formula. So to get your LCL, it's equals to D3, which we found to be 0, and also reference the absolute reference. Okay? And then multiply it by R bar, which is 0.05, which we'll be getting is 0. Yeah, LCL B3. Okay, I'm on the right track. Okay, and then you click enter. And then you just drag that until. Okay, and then your UCL is equals to D4. D4 is 2.114, right? And then you also reference that, do absolute referencing, and then you multiply by the R bar, which is 0.05. You okay, which is 0.05. Just reference that. Should get 0.11, and then if you drag that up, going down, you should get the same value. Okay, with your center line, it's the same thing as copying this. Your R bar. And then you drag it up, right? And then you do the same for, you can copy and paste this side. You do the same for your R chart. Right? Sorry? Okay. Okay. So once you've done this, you're done with your calculations. So now all you need to do is to do your charts, right? Yeah. Okay, your center line is you just copy your R bar, copy down, going down, and then you do the same for your R chart. Okay, okay. But like I will not do the graph. I'll see if we did it correct with the CL or not because I'm just not sure. But we'll see. Let me just plot the graphs. So for your X bar chart, what you will do is that you select all your values under X bar, right? The ones that we calculated, and then you click Control, right? And then you will go under X bar chart where you calculated your LCL, CL, and UCL, and select all those values, and then you go to Insert tab, and then you go to under Insert line or area chart, you will click OK. Okay. Yeah, we did something wrong. We did something wrong. We did something wrong. Okay, let me just quickly check calculations on my OneDrive. Okay, so okay. So this is what I was doing. This is my prep. So this is how they should come out, right? But I just want to check how I did this. So it's G20. Yeah. Okay. 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 So for X bar, right? Let me just delete this on its own. So for your X bar chart, your center line is your X bar, right? So you just say equal sign X bar, and then you just do absolute referencing there. Then you click enter. You should get 3.08, and then you should drag that down, right? And you should also get 3.08 for all the other values. And then for the R chart, you are fine. What you do to get your CL for your R chart is that you use the R bar value that you calculated. And then, so doing our X bar chart, select all the data under X bar, and then you click Control. Then you select all your information that you calculated, your LCL, CL, and UCL. And then you click Insert, you go to Insert tab, then you go to Line Chart, and then there you go. You click on that line, and then you get your X bar chart. Now, guys, it's very important to label your X axis and Y axis, and also to name this legend. This is a legend, if you can see. Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, it's a legend, but we don't know what Series 1 is. But as you can see, Series 1, it's a dark blue. It's basically your, what's this? Your X bar, it's your X bar values, right? So how do you change that? You simply select your chart, and then you right click, and then you go to select data, and then you click on series 1, just as like that, and then you click edit, and then you write the series name, it's our X bar, and then you click OK. Then it has changed. It's X bar. It's X bar now. So the orange one, you can see that it's our what? It's our lower control limit, right? So you click on it, and then you click edit, and then you can just write LCL. We need to explain it in full, and then you click OK. And there it is, LCL, right? I want to see all of these, guys. You lose marks if you don't do this correct, right? Then the green one, it's our center line. Then you click edit, and you can just write CL, then click OK. And then the light blue one is our upper control limit. Upper control limit, UCL. And you click OK. Okay, and then you can just click OK. Okay, and I want to see the title as I mentioned. Right? Some people they don't write titles, and that's why you don't get 100%. So for this one, you can just say X chart. Bam. And then I also want to see your y-axis. What is on your y-axis? You know, I don't want to be asking myself questions. What is like on the y-axis? What is that? Right? So you just click the plus sign, which is the chart element, and then you click, you click axis titles. You check that box, and then there you have your titles. So for this one, this data is the one for X bar. So you can say we can say average values of whatever product, for example, right? And then on your x-axis, this is the sample or the subgroup. That's another way of saying sample, right? Subgroup. And then your chart is nicely done, right? And then we come to the last one, the R chart. Your R chart, what you do is select all your values under R that you calculated, and then you click Control, and then you select all your values that you calculated under R chart, just like that. And then you say Insert, you go to the Insert, and then you select the same graph. So this is the graph you'll be getting, right? And then we'll go over the process again of naming our legend. So, see this one is our R, or should I say range? Then click OK. And then series 2 is our LCL, lower control limit. Then series 3 is our CL. And then lastly, series 4 is our UCL. And then click OK. And then you click OK. Right? And then you add your titles, just like that. Right? So for this one, it will be, let me see. And this one will be the range values. And then on the x-axis, you will have subgroup again. And then you're done with your test. And then you get your 100, and then, yeah, I no longer want to see you. I'm joking. So, yeah, guys, anyone with questions? This is what I want to see, guys. Anyone with questions? A bit confusing. Hmm? Yes, a bit confusing. Yeah, if you can, I'm sure if you can go over that coding will be fine. And I will upload a practice so you can check it out and then work it out and then come to me so that I can check it. Oh yeah, I'll just upload an exercise and then you can do it and then we can check if you are correct or not. But yeah, I don't think this is hard. You just need to, yeah, just practice and then you'll be fine for the test. And yeah, it's just important to understand this table, you know, the values that you need to calculate these values in this table, right? And then yeah, from there on you do your charts. Oh, I forgot to name this one. So this is our chart. Our chart. So yeah, anyone have questions, they're welcome to come here. But otherwise, that's it for the class.